Part 1, Module 1. 6 Key Considerations on Whether Your Book Will Make a Good Film or Series. Before you start pitching your book to producers or agents, or create a treatment or script, you want to look at your book critically. It has to make sense to turn it into a film or series, since not all books lend themselves to film production. The consideration process is a little like analyzing the strengths and weaknesses of a script through what those in the film industry call coverage. After describing what coverage involves, I'll list some basic considerations. You'll get a PDF with some examples of book-to-film reviews I have done to illustrate how to analyze your book or script. What is coverage? Script coverage summarizes and analyzes the plot of the story or the narrative for a documentary. It also assesses the writing quality. It typically provides about 3 to 4 pages of detailed notes, which include the following. There is an identification of the script, which includes the title, author, and type of material, such as if it's a feature, episode in a series, or documentary. This also includes the location, the time when the events occur, in the present or historical period, and the genre, such as if it's a sci-fi, action/adventure, or drama. It includes a log line, a one-sentence summary of the story. Another section features a 1 to 2 page synopsis of the story, which includes the overall plot, main events, and main characters. There is an assessment of the screenplay's different components, including the concept, story structure and development, characters, dialogue, and writing style. This assessment also notes the strong points and any problem areas. It describes a likely budget for the script. It concludes with an overall analysis and suggestions on how the script can be turned into a film and whether it should be. When this analysis is done by a professional reviewer, the reviewer will grade the script's major categories from excellent to poor based on the major elements, which are the script's premise, storyline, characterization, dialogue, and other relevant elements. The reviewer will then typically offer a recommendation for what should happen to the film, such as recommend for production, consider as a possibility, or pass. More specifically, here's what these recommendations mean. Recommend. The reader feels the script is very strong and it should definitely be produced. Consider. The reader feels the script has many strong points and can be developed into a good film or series, though it has certain problems that should be resolved before it is suitable for production. Pass. The reader feels the script is unacceptable because it is weak in most areas, so it shouldn't be produced. 6 key considerations in a book-to-film review. Here are some things to think about as to whether your book will work as a film or film series. 1. How many main characters are there? For a standalone film of 80 to 120 minutes, you generally want 1 or 2 main characters so the viewer can identify with them and their story. Sometimes there can be 1 or 2 subplots with these main characters, though normally the subplots are about the supporting characters or antagonists to add more texture to the story or emphasize the difficulties the main characters face in dealing with these other characters. If there are multiple characters with a complex plot, that can lend itself to a film series with 3 or more episodes of about 30 to 90 minutes each. 2. Does the book have a strong plot line with action and dialogue? Or does the book have a lot of thinking, feeling, and reflecting by the main character? Or does it have a lot of explanation and discussion of ideas? The easiest books to turn into films are those where the story is carried out by action and dialogue, since that's what is best to put on the screen. If the book has a lot of thinking, feeling, and reflecting, that doesn't translate well on the screen. That's because any ideas or feelings have to be expressed in dialogue with another character, as a voice-over narration, or as a person thinking aloud to himself. A lot of this can slow down the story. On the other hand, if it is possible to cut out much of this inner dialogue for the film, that's much better. It can also be a problem if the book has a lot of explanation or discussion, such as about scientific concepts, political and social ideas, or how certain equipment works. Such discussion and explanation can be fine in a book, but having a lot of this doesn't work well in a film. It's fine to provide a brief explanation, statement of ideals, or demonstrate some new equipment with a brief explanation, but a detailed description can bog down a film. Also, in a book, sometimes characters may describe a concept, point of view, or new process several times to other characters in different situations, and that can be fine in providing emphasis or realism in a book, but in a film, such duplication can bog down the story. Instead, such duplication can be handled by cuts when the character starts to explain or demonstrate something again. Thus, when you think about turning your book into a film, think about how it might be streamlined and cut down, so the film emphasizes action and dialogue, although it can incorporate some reflection and presentation of concepts, viewpoints, and new processes and procedures. 3. How many locations are in the film? How close are they together? The number of locations is an important factor in determining the cost of a film. Each location requires another setup and takedown of equipment, which can be an hour or two for an independent film. Obviously, this takes much longer in a high-budget film with multiple cameras, recording equipment, and other materials to be moved. If there are different rooms in a house, each one normally requires a different setup, unless the scene is being filmed with a handheld camera or on a movable dolly. When the locations are in a different house, outdoor location, or town, you have to add in travel time between locations, as well as arrange for another setup. If the two locations are close enough, the cast and crew can drive. But if locations are distant enough apart, add in the flying time to travel to the next location and back to home base. An alternative to going to a particular location used by many independent filmmakers is simulating that location in a nearby area. For example, say the film has most of the scenes in a small town that could be anywhere, but some scenes are supposed to be in a foreign city or popular travel destination. One approach might be to find a location an hour or two away that looks like the city or travel destination. Another approach might be to get stock footage for a location. Either way, the cost for filming the scene would be reduced. These location choices are important factors to consider in figuring out the budget, whether you plan to pitch the film to a producer or produce it yourself. If the film has too many locations, it might not be doable for a reasonable budget. 4. What are the most important and dramatic scenes in your book? Commonly, a book has to be cut in order to be turned into a compelling film. That means the less important scenes need to be cut out or compressed in order to maintain interest. For example, there may be scenes where a person drives and parks to go someplace, or perhaps a person goes to the airport and arrives at another location. Some of that travel may be fine to make the book more realistic and put the reader in the shoes of the person as they go somewhere, but in a film, such a transition from one place to another may not be necessary. Instead, it might be better to simply show the person in one location and then in another, and the viewer will assume that the person got there in the usual way. Another example of cutting is when a person gives an important speech to an audience or presents some ideas at a press conference. In a book, the person may give the complete speech and the full press conference, but a film may feature the highlights and cut from one idea to another, along with getting audience reaction shots. Thus, as you look at your book, think as a filmmaker might and determine if your book has enough important and dramatic scenes that can be turned into a film after making any necessary cuts. 5. How important are the different characters in your book? Often, when a book is turned into a film, the number of characters is reduced if the book has many different characters. Thus, if your book has a complex plot with many characters, think about what characters might be cut to simplify the logistics and keep costs down in making a film. For example, suppose there is a big crowd scene, protest, or battle with the police in the book. This could be very dramatic as written, but the scene could be impractical to film, unless some stock footage is used to suggest a crowd, protest, or police action, followed by a close-in on a few characters in the scene. For instance, maybe a few people in the crowd could engage in a confrontation, maybe a cop could chase a protester, maybe a few police officers might go into a house to arrest a suspect. Thus, think about whether you need all the characters in your film, since many minor characters can be eliminated in going from a book to a film. 6. Do you have dialogue, and how much? Commonly, books have much more dialogue than you include in a film, so expect that to be cut down. This cutting occurs because in a novel, characters may spend some time discussing something, having an argument, or engaged in a conversation, as might be natural in real life. But in a film, a long conversation can become dull, so it is commonly necessary to cut it down to highlight the most important points. The other approach that sometimes occurs in a novel written in the first person is that the narrator reports on what someone said, rather than the conversation occurring in the dialogue. Typically, the author will state that another character said something. This approach tends to result in a less compelling book, but the screenplay can fix this by turning these statements of who said what into dialogue. Thus, unless a voiceover narrator or a character describes what happened to someone, such as a reporter, interviewer, or other observer, such statements have to be turned into dialogue in the script. Thus, in thinking about how your book might be turned into a script, consider how lengthy dialogue might be cut or how statements might be turned into dialogue.